This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, India peoples who are good evening. Okay, so today you can go for discussing so how to configure and get the EAM on top of GRC Access Control 12.0 on top of HANA DB. Okay, so before that, so see here the last session. What are the things you're discussing here? The last session you're discussing how to configure the firefighting. Okay, so how you can doing the firefighting in the sorry, one second here, yeah. FF firefighter ID configuration in different versions like here GRC 5.3. How you can configure and you're discussing what are the futures will be having the EAM configuration in GRC 5.3. So in GRC 5.3, what we call? So you can call in this one will be hard to calling the SPM, Super User Processing Management. When I'm coming to very old version, it's a Visha system. So what we call? So you can calling the GRC, like sorry, you can calling Visha 5.2. You can calling this the firefighter. Okay, and GRC 5.3. What kind of configuration you done from here? So here the future was decentralization. Okay, decentralization of your EAM configuration. So the last session you're discussing is so how to making a decentralization of your SAP GRC configuration. So you done all those. After that, what we did? So you're explaining the GRC 5.3. So sorry, GRC 10.0. Here, what we call you can calling the EAM, Emergency Access Management. So coming to here, GRC 10.0. What are the features of GRC 10.0? It is purely on the EAM configuration on top of anyone ERP or is purely on the application server based. Okay, so what is the best feature here? The best feature will be on the centralization of your EAM configuration. This will be also discussing. After that, you're discussing the GRC 10.1. So under you discussing the GRC 5.3 and old version, you have the decentralization concept will be there. And now coming to GRC 10.0, centralization is there. But I want to making the centralization, decentralization at a time. In old version, it is not possible. And GRC 10.1, what happened? Those are implementing one parameter, that is the 1015 parameter you're discussing last session here. By using this parameter, what we'll do, you can enabling a decentralization. Means in GRC 10.0, what are the future of EAM configuration? You can performing the centralization of EAM or decentralization of EAM. So both you can performing at a time. So what is meaning of decentralization here? Means the GRC plugin system, plugins like ERP, NetViewer, S5 HANA, any cloud or even any cloud, the systems is not available. Okay, so the plugin systems only I can do all kind of firefighting. So means that will be all called as the decentralization. So last time you do configuration for decentralization. So decentralization nothing but any GRC systems is not available. Sorry. So any GRC system is not available. So without GRC system, I want to doing the firefighting on top of plugin system itself. Okay. So even you can told some transaction also slash and grcpa underscore EAM underscore SPM. So it is by using this transaction, you can log in the firefight within the same system only. Now I'll go for the GRC 12.0. So GRC 12.0, what are the concept will be there? So the GRC 12.0, you can doing the EAM configuration of on top of HANA DB. This is the one of the biggest feature of your HANA DB. Okay, on top of GRC 12, and even we have to go for the by using the free apps. Okay, free apps. I can doing the EAM configuration. Just even review purpose, I can go for the free apps based also I can doing EAM configuration. So that is also is coming from your S by 4 HANA okay, 1909, or if you go for any cloud like Ariba, SuccessFactors, Enterprise Cloud, so there you have to making the, so that will be how to discussing aspect for HANA security. Okay, so here last time what we did here, just you discussing just introduction of GRC 12 and what are the features of GRC 12. So now my requirement was, so I want to doing the GRC, I'm using my company implementing SAP GRC 12.0. Now what will happen, the backend will be HANA DB. So in my current requirement, what happened? So I want to do this EAM configuration on top of HANA DB. So first of all, my question was, Sri, till now, like US GRC 5.3, 10.0 and 10.1, you do all EAM configurations. Okay, overall EAM configurations very hard to performing. So overall EAM configuration you are performing in top of application server, SAP application servers. So what the application servers are like here? Like the backend will be an ECC system, the backend will be on the plugin system, NetWeaver system, the backend will be on the SY4 HANA system, backend is CRM, SRM, and BW system, and so on. Means as a security or GRC consultant, I'm purely working on a application prospective security. I'm not working any database previously. But once the GRC 12 is came into picture, even before that HANA product will be came into market, then what happened? So as a security consultant, I want to learning how I can go into the database level, how I can providing a HANA, sorry, how I can go for a HANA, sorry, how we can go for a database level. So how to make a secure from database level also, because HANA DB is a SAP product only. So means almost 2020 onwards, almost who are migrating or upgrading the, so yeah, so migrating the GRC, okay, GRC 12, okay. So then what happened, that companies should be compulsory know that how we can do all kind of configuration. So after this topic in discussing the GRC 12 ARA configuration on top of HANA DB, means risk analysis on top of HANA DB, okay, that is also you can discuss. Okay, because of majorly who are working, because after 2020 maximum guys are using the HANA DB only. Then automatically what happened? So as a security console or GRC console, I had to focusing on the database level security also. Means now what we understand here. So now I want to doing the GRC 12 course. You have just a little bit knowledge on the S4 HANA security knowledge. Okay, and plus along with your FIRI security or SY4 HANA security knowledge will be required. So that is also you can go for detail one by one. Okay, so now today you can go for as a all configuration of GRC 12 on top of HANA DB. You can go for detail. So see this configuration. So EAM configuration on top of HANA DB. Under here you have normally you know this all like centralization, decentralization, discussing all those things. Now our agenda was configure the firefighter for HANA target system. Sri, till I'm not understanding. Previous you told a HANA database and HANA application. What is that meaning? So here, olden days, what happened before HANA DB? So you're doing all firefighting. So how you do firefighting? I will explain. See the procedure. The procedure was I'm taking any systems. Okay, like suppose I'm taking best example. Two systems are there here, and the two systems are running a traditional database. So maximum everyone is working on a, in olden days everyone is working and the backend will be on the Oracle DB1. Means if you do any project compulsory what we require, so requiring two ends. One is the application server will be required and one will be on the database will be required. So at okay, so at 1972 SAP implemented 1972, at 1972 till 2015. So maximum everyone is using the Oracle DB1. That is the trending database at that time. It's very old thing. So suppose just assume as a, so I have ECC system is there, NetWeaver system is there. Okay, now I have GRC system is there for doing all kind of automation from the security point of view. The GRC also working, I'm installing Oracle DB. So this is the architecture from the till 1970 to every company maintaining this is the one. Now what happened? So as a security consultant, till now you're touching any from database point of view, you don't touching anything from the database point of view. So you have to work means I'm working in SAP security and GRC means I have to focusing only database. Mean any employee will be joined to organization, how we can providing the user, how to assigning the role, how to assigning the transaction code, how to restrict with the help of the. So this is all you can very done. How do all from the application. You don't discussing how to create the user in database level. Even you don't know, okay, how to log on to Oracle DB also, because you're working only from application point of view. So at that time, what I'll do, how I can do the configuration means. So what we understand here, so GRC 5.3 and 10.0 and 10.1. Okay, so I'm doing the all firefighting configurations. Okay, all EM configuration on the application level. It's maybe is it in centralization or decentralization, centralization plus decentralization. So anything you done from application point of view, don't touching anything from the database point of view, because the database is the it's not SAP company, it's a different company. So Oracle company, it maintain the databases. Okay, so at that time we don't involve in that. Okay, so at that time, how we do firefighting? So that I can just explain the firefighting. So how I'm doing firefighting at that time. So by ECC system, so you have to requiring, and first of all, what I'll do, I want to checking whether the plugins is available or not. What are the plugins is required? GRC plugin for NetWeaver, GRC plugin for ERP. So how to write in here? GRC FND underscore during introduction we're discussing what are these components. After that, what we'll do? So you have to make a RFC connection. So if you want to make a RFC connection, first of all, what we'll do? I want to deciding as a two, I want to deciding a two clients here. Okay. So suppose just assume as a I'm taking a here 800 client is the ECC system, 100 client is the GRC system. So how we can connecting again here based on the logical system. So the logical system is SID CLNT 800. Okay, SID CLNT 100. This is the naming convention of logical system. Then you have to making as a RFC connection easily. Okay, because RFC is nothing but connection between the ABAP server to ABAP server. Then you can sync the data. See, one-way communication is the even if you have to making a data, you have to do the data from here to GRC system to EC systems, you can make RFC. That is fine. The connections are done very well. Okay, during the configuration, you done everything. Now, what happened? So now my client is asking, Sri, I have to log on to the ECC system. I want to doing some firefighting. Who are asking majorly for the finance perspective, SD perspective, those are performing some month-end reports. So those what happened? Those are requiring to the month-ending reporting perspective. Those are requiring some additional access. So normally, as a security consultant, so before firefight, what I'll do here, just I have to go for SU01. I'm creating a one user that is a finance user one. Okay. After that, what we had done. So and assigning a normal as a security concern. What is my responsibility? I'm explaining here. Assign the role in the role based on the role matrix. What I'll do here. So I have to assigning a some transaction code from him and save it and give to access to him. He's doing normal thing. You're providing normal access. Now what happened? Due to month ending, okay, so due to the month end activities, what he's doing is, so he wants some additional activity, so he's requiring some additional activity. So in this case, what we'll do, he's asking, so you're providing additional activity, then what we'll do here, so if you're providing additional activity, you have to continuously tracing, because he's doing any illegal activity, you are the responsible person. That's why the GRC major concept is automation of to monitoring and tracing of your firefighter continuously. Okay, now what happened? So the same user ID, I'm go for SU01, click on change button. So adding as a one role and assigning as a one special role. So that is the who are having this role. That guy will be on the firefighter. Okay, the role is SAP underscore GRS underscore SPM. I told even GRS it will also the SPM only can, the technical role name is SPM only there, super user browsing management. Okay, so now the user was created and assigned. Now what is the technical requirement here? This is done. So this is I'm do everything from the ECC system point of view. Now what I'll do in GRC prospect. GRC prospect, what happened? GRC I have to create three user IDs. One is the firefighter user. Okay, one is the firefighter controller and one is the firefighter user or admin to log in. These three users I'm maintaining. Now what I'll do here, these users are I have to maintain the GIS system already. Now what I'll do here, after the firefighter is created is done, next requirement I have to sync because by using the RFC, so I have to log on to GIS system. I want to sync this all users, the firefighter user to the GIS system. Once the synchronization done, then what we'll do, I want to assign this firefighter ID to my firefighter controller because he's continuously monitoring now. After that, I want assigning my firefighter ID to firefighter controller. After that, I want assigning a firefighter user to, sorry, firefighter ID to firefighter one. Okay. So then what happened, the firefighters, everyone is assigning. After that, I want to create some reason code, okay, for to login purpose and see the login procedure. What the login procedure is there? So log on to the GIS system with the firefighter user. Okay. And once you log in, you can type the transaction code slash, okay, sorry, okay, slash n underscore GRS underscore EAM. So if you have go for old version, SPM is there, GRS underscore SPM is there. Once you type this transaction, automatically what happened, the firefighter login pad is open. Okay, once you sorry, login pad is open, launch pad. Okay, so then click on login. Okay, just log on to firefighter. Automatically what happened here? See, automatically it is connecting into the, so automatically it is connecting into your backend system. It is connecting to your backend system. And what happened now, you have to perform all additional activity. The finance consultant is performing all additional activities. And what are the additional activities for? What are the additional activities for? Everything will be recorded. So how is recording? Because of these guys are will be making the all tracing. Everything will be recording. And once log up, then again is disconnecting to your EC system and connecting to your GIS system. Then after what the next step here, after that, now what I'll do here, I have to sync this all the logs. Okay, they have to sync all the logs from, because I want to make a reporting now. So once I had to go for NWBC, so I want to make a reporting now. So what I'll do here, I want to go for as a SPRO in the GIS system. I want to synchronization. I can performing the synchronization. Which kind of synchronization you have to performing? Firefighter log synchronization and EM master data synchronization you can perform. After that, go for NWBC and you have to making the reporting. Okay, so these are the activity I'm doing from GRC 5.3, 10.0, 10.1. Okay, this is the one from old India's you following. But right now, what is the situation here? The situation from here 1972 till 2015. Right now, the every customer is automatically migrating into the Oracle to HANA DB. The migration is done by the basis team. And even as a GRC consultant, what happened? The SAP investing the GRC 10.0 and who are using GRC 10.0 and 10.1. So that will be, sorry, yeah, that will be maintenance will be supporting from 31st 12 2020, means after 2000, sorry, after 2020. So what happened, you don't supporting the GRC 10.1 10.0. So then automatically what happened, the customer is moving into the GRC. So in this perspective, what we'll do, so as a GRC consultant, I want to upgrading my skills also, otherwise you don't have the growth in our job. Why? Because of previously working in a, our life will be equal for around 20 to 30 years, because you're working majorly from the ECC, NetViewer, SPF, same kind of configuration is done. But now see the current situation. What is the current situation? Now everyone using array for HANA DB, even if you want ECC, and even this is my current landscape, means after 2015. Okay, after 2015 to till date, even future also maybe 2013 and maybe. Okay, so now what happened, previously SAP is focusing only for the application point of view, but after 2020 what happened, those are focusing SY4 HANA and HANA DB also. HANA DB implementing at 2011, but at that time no one know that the powerful of HANA DB. After that, that is a different history. Okay, now see here, now I have the my current landscape. So my current landscape, everything what happened, so my current landscape is ECC 6.0 and enhancement package 8 and is working in HANA DB on. Okay, already everyone is migrating. My update, all basis guys are very, very updated. So those are implemented. Now my GRC 12 also, even GRC 12 I'm working from the S5 HANA as well as GRC 12 is working from the NetWeaver 752. That is also you have done already. Okay, and that will be on the HANA DB. It is also making by the HANA DB itself. Okay, this two configuration is done. Okay, this is my current landscape. Now what we'll do? So my requirement was I want to performing the firefighting. Why I want to firefighting? Again, same procedure. So to do additional activity, so our responsibility was just thinking so application plus database point of view. Okay, when you're coming to application point of view, so previously what are the configuration done? That will be on save. Means you have to log on to ECC system, you have to creating a firefighter ID and everything same. But right now what happened? So the first major agenda was now I want to do the firefighting in the HANA DB itself. So means previously I'm working on other security console, I'm working on purely on the application like ECC security, okay, NetWeaver security, okay, as well as CRM, SRM, and so on. But 2050 onwards, what happened? You want to go for database level also. Means here in database, three departments are there. In SAP application, we have so many departments, finance, HRM, and so many. But coming to HANA DB, what happened? HANA administrator, HANA modular, as well as a HANA developers will be there. Okay. So for these three guys purpose, what happened? Even modular, what happened? Modular is nothing but as well SAP BW consultant. When coming to SAP HANA, you can calling the modular. Now what happened? So those guys are making a firefighting. Okay, so those guys I want to make a firefighting means you are providing who are working HANA security. What is the daily responsibility? And just going to HANA Studio and creating a one user ID there. Like suppose you say modular one. Okay, modular. Okay, modular one. And what happened after that? I had assigning some roles from him and like some roles and assigning some privilege. In database language, we don't have the profile concept, authorization object concept. It's purely on the privilegation concept. It is fine. Even if I don't provide the full authorization. Now, what is my requirement was here? So now the BW consultant is performing a firefighting in the ECC backend HANA DB. Then what we'll do, how I can doing a firefighter configuration along with my HANA DB to GRC. That is our requirement. So clear now? So means previously your projects view on the application point of view you're working on. But right now what happened? So you have to involving into HANA DB also as a HANA security consultant. So I want to creating the users in the inside of HANA database. Okay, I want to do all kind of setup one by one inside of HANA, all the user configuration on test security can be the HANA Studio itself. Okay, so then this type of situation, how I can do configuration. Okay, so first of all, what I'll do here, again, same step. What are the steps we want to perform previously from application same, but you have little bit difference from the old version and EVM configuration from other version, and this version is totally different. So now I'll go for some configuration steps. Clear this? So see here. Now I'm go for the purely on the EAM configuration on top of. So I have ECC system is there and GRC system is there, and I have the ECC system is working on RDB, and okay, even if you have GRC also working on RDB, so making a so it's a application, it's a data. Okay, now what I'll do here, this is my ECC and this is my GRC system. Okay, and this is my HANA DB. Okay, it's a HANA DB. So right now what happened, the SID, I think, even with the HANA SID is also different SID. And so the data will be connecting directly from here to here. During installation, the basis guys are doing the normal small integration, not GRC console, not involved in normal integration is done. So this is just purely on the, just even taking versions like ECC 6.0 and a Hasman package 8, and this is a GRC 12. And even you can talking about to the SAP S/4 HANA also. Okay, right now S/4 HANA and the cloud on-premise is there, cloud is there. Okay, that is also configuration also same. But my agenda was right now here. what is a, I want to creating a firefighter ID here. Okay, I want to creating a firefighter here. So how I can create in the firefighter here? So I have to log on to the database along with your HANA Studio. And now I am getting question here. Sri, why I am do firefighting into the HANA DB? Okay, why I'm doing a firefighting in SAP HANA DB? So why I'm doing, again same question you can repeat in the application point. Why I'm doing firefighter into the applications? Because of I want to providing an additional access. Okay, who are having it? So you have to providing additional access. But what we do here? So you have to providing additional access plus not only additional, you have to continuously tracing. Why you want to tracing? Big that guy doing any illegal activities. Okay, and you have to continue making a reporting. That will be an automation. That is you can do from the application point of view. Okay, but coming to HANA DB also, what happened? So here HANA security one topic will be there. The topic and calling it audit means once you want to log into HANA DB, if you do any kind of activities like you do user creation, okay, table creation, any license installation, everything will be recorded. Okay, everything. How is recording is going? Because in HANA DB, the security caser will be activating the audit configuration inside of it. So already audit is there, but I want to make automation for this. Now, normally what happen, HANA security guys are preparing the audit for manual reporting. That is a manually, but I want to make an automation. Okay, I'll show the audit policy also. So this is why I'm doing the fire repair means the fire already audit concept will be there to getting all the logs. But I want to making the logs as automation for the reporting purpose. I can implementing the firefighting inside of HANA. Okay, so that is one my requirement here. That is I'm done. So previously what happened when I'm doing EM config, the first step. Okay, when I do EM configuration, first step, what are steps you performing? For example, when I'm do first time EM configuration on application server, what are the steps you have to check in? First of all, you have to go for transaction code SAPR20. So you want to cross checking as a all BC set. How many BC sets are there? Even GRC also only one BC set is you can check in that is activated or not. After the next one is the check the configuration parameter. Okay, what is configuration parameter here? The configuration parameter 4000 to 4000, sorry, 4000 to 5000 is that. These are all the range from configuration parameter EAM. So out of this, at least you can check in the 4000 and 4010 and 4015 right now. Why? Because of we want to know 4000 is for what kind of firefighting doing. Application based, like a user based firefighting, either role based firefighting. And 4010 is referring what kind of role to assigning. Okay, next one 4015 is for to making a decentralization. So you can checking all this parameter. After the next most important is the integration framework. So means what are the RFC connections you can using. So I had to go for integration framework and I'm checking all my connections is available inside of. Okay, I can checking all the details. Okay, once that is also done, the next requirement will be on the okay. So you have to creating a GR system. I had to creating the firefighter owner, firefighter controller, firefighter use. These are the basic settings you done before when you do first time EM configuration application point of view. So same thing I want to check in the application plus database point of view checking. But my first agenda is so now I want to see previous you told that how to connecting between this application to application. You are using a RFC connection. So when you do RFC connection, what are the requirement is there here? So you have the concept of, so here you're taking one client ID, here you're taking one client ID. So I'm taking ID here, just normal I'm just here 800 is there, here 100 is there. Then you have to make RFC simply. But my requirement was, what is my requirement here? So first of all, I want to make a connection between the HANA DB2. Sorry, where is this? Okay, now what is my requirement? I want to make a connection with your HANA DB to your GRC system. The question again, how it is connecting. Okay, how to make a connection between the your HANA. Even here also, how to integration between the HANA database to your GRC system. Then only data is pinging. Otherwise, data is pinging. How to make any RFC is there? No. So here, first of all, you have to using the database connection. Keep in mind how to connecting from application to database is nothing but. So first of all, you want to go for the DBCO. Okay, database connection between this is the transaction code and concept, that is the database connection, how to communicating between the application server to database. So you can using the database connection. So this is due by the GRC guy only, or HANA Security Console. This is called as the integration of GRC to your HANA DB. Okay, now I'll go for some practical on this. How to make an integration means the first point what I'll do here. So I have to connection between the, because without connection you do firefighting is waste of thing. So first of all, I want to ensure that. So I have to make a connection between the HANA DB to GRC. The connection is available or not. How to create the connection? You can using the transaction code DBCO. Okay, so you can use the step DBCO. Okay, is a database connection from, or you can say integration between the application to database. So how to do this practical? Okay, so anyone please share the screen. Okay. Yeah, I can see the screen. Yeah. Now log on to the GRC system first of all. So I had to log on to GRC. Okay, so first of all, I had to go for the DBCO. So before DBCO, this is the transaction to connection between the your HANA DB to GRC system. So first of all, you want to cross checking HANA database. Again, what happened? So remember, keep in mind HANA also when you do this integration, what are the details you're requiring? So when you're making this client ID, username and requirement, you make RFC connections here also. So when I'm connecting here, what are the details you're requiring? Host name is required, instance number is required. So any one user is requiring. So for the normal purpose. So what I'll do here, so I can, how to check this? Just go for Arriva Studio, you can check it. Okay, so before I'm go for DBCO, I want to creating one user in HANA Studio for connection purpose. This is for only for connection. Again, when you do this connection, you have to requiring the special permissions is required. HANA Studio. Yeah, this is my system. Okay, so check it. See how to check in, just double click on it, showing you all the detail regarding what is the host name. What is the host name is there here? HDB019 and instance number 00. So that's I got it. I had to create any one user ID. Okay, so I had to creating any one user ID. So instead of you want to create new user ID with the full authorization, again, what will I have to take existing user ID? Okay, so already previously one user ID is there. I had to make a copy that. Remember, when make a database connection also, at least one user will be required to make a communication. So I had to creating this user from the GRC to HANA connection. So specify the password. So who are done? These all activities done by the HANA security team. So I had to creating a HANA. So HANA users I'm creating, I'm logged into HANA. So the user was created. Check it, what kind of privileges are they? All roles are there. For system privilegation not copy. So you have to assigning all privilegation to everyone. Select all and just click on execution. Now ready, the user was ready. I know the instance number as well as everything. I know the detail. Then I had to go into the GRC system, go for transaction code, DBCO, click a change button, click a new entries, and just give the connection like here. Give the connection GRC to HANA DB. Okay, so select the database, which database I want to connect in. Okay, so I can using the HANA DB. Okay, the username. Okay, so what is the username here? GRC2 HANA. The username also I'm taking similarly, GRC2 HANA. Just now, what are the password you want to give? Just give the password detail. Okay, and the connection information. What is the host name here? So the host name is a HDB09. So HDB019. Okay, even if you're making it, that is perfectly. So this is the connection information. This connection is a permanent. After that, give the connection limit to 60 seconds. How many members will be logged in? And click on save it. Now it is done. The connection was successfully done. Okay, so where is this our connection here? This is it. So this is the way of to making a connection from your GRC to HANA DB. See, this is fine. How to confirm whether it is a successfully done or not? So you can doing some reporting. Suppose you're making a RFC connection. How to checking? You do the connection testing. Okay, authorization testing, Unicode testing. You done. Similarly here, what I'll do, I want to do testing. Even before testing also, you want to make some logical connection also. Again, how to create the logical system, logical connection? Go for SM59, click on create the destination name, logical system. Okay, give the name GRC2 HANA DB connections. Okay, just click on save button. And now I can do the connection test. The logical is also required. Connection test is successfully done. And now you told that see how to confirm whether the so how we can confirming. Okay, so how we can confirming whether the my database connection is successfully done or not. Okay, go for transaction code SE38, run the report name. What is the report name here? ABDC for any database test underscore connection to check whether the testing the database connection with your. Okay, just click on execution and select your database connection name or the database connection name is there. So GRC2 HANA. Okay, just select it and just click on execution. So what happened? He's saying is the user possibility. Okay, he's asking please change the password. Now why is he asking here? Okay, login first time. Maybe I can log in one first time. Add the same user with a different. It's like RFC connection also you can do same kind of connection test is compulsory. Okay. Okay. Authentication failed. Why it is failed? GRC2 HANA. So once again go further. ABC GRC2 HANA. Again I'm deleted once. Okay. Go for DB click on change, click on new entities. So give the data same thing, GRC2 HANA, HDB, and username, GRC2 HANA, password. Connection information, HDB 01 and 0013 is a permanent. Give the number of connection details, save it. After that, what next step is there here? The next step will be on the go for SE38. So I had to cross checking. You can say, yeah, now it is done successfully. See what happened? The connection was up. This is not only confirmation, even you can checking one more detail. So go for next confirmation. Go for transaction co DBA cockpit. Okay, go for DBA cockpit and go for database connection. What are the things you created from there? You can show that. So this is our connection detail. Select it and just click on test it. See here what happened. So just get the message, but the database connection was successfully done. So this is the way of doing the connection or integration between the HANA DB to GRC system. So now what happened? The steps was done successfully. The next one, I'm doing a firefighting. Before firefighting, where you create the firefighting here. So I want to do the firefighting into Viva. And even when you do firefighting, first of all, what I'll do here in the GR, I told you, so you want to checking the audit is enabled or not in HANA DB. First of all, I am checking the HANA connection. It is done. Next one, I can go for the audit configuration. Okay, any audit policy can just do the configuration there. Okay, how we can learn? This is to the HANA database itself, not into here, studio base, sorry, not into application base. You can do this all configuration HANA DB itself. Okay, so what I'll do here, just log on to the system, go into HANA Studio and just checking, open the security console, check it that it is enabled or not. Yeah, it is by default disabled is there, so I have to make it enable. Click on execution. So this will be again you can covering in HANA security. Now what I'll do, I want to create one policy. What is the policy I want to create? GRC underscore all means all everything, and I can tracing everything. See, these are the all. For example, user creation, role creation, structural validation, session management. They can select anyone. So if you want to select all, remaining all is everything disabled. Okay, now I want to go for only individually. You can select individually. Okay, now I have to go for all action. Click on OK. And again, is it successfully or unsuccessfully? Both I can go information, who are including. So I can specify it, who are including the security policy. So I can taking all users or I can taking the system user ID. Right now you log in the system now, so you can specifying the system connection details. So where is the system? ID if you also is included. Selected who are including this policy. Click on OK and click on execution. Now audit configuration is done. So this is the one, the audit page. This is showing this. So some of the things are disabled. So by default, now means now once you log on to GRC, if you do any kind of activity, everything will be recorded in the form. Now what I'll do, I want to add this into my GRC system. So means our next step will be on the audit configuration is done, policy creation is done. Next step, log on to the GRC system, add the your connector settings. Okay, so integration framework of GRC system. Okay, so integration of your GRC system. So I can go for all the settings one by one. Okay, so how we can do that? First of all, this all big what are the RFC connection, what are the database connection you done. I want to integrate with GRC system. So log on to the GRC. Okay, so first of all, go for transaction code SPRO. Select the SAP reference IMG. So under you have to go for the GRC. This is not, it's a different one. That's one where is this payroll. GRC. Under you can go for the so go for the common component setting, go for integration framework, and you can go for the maintain the connection settings. Because of where I'm this connection already the connection was created into the. So now how we can click now? I want to add that connection to my HANA DB. Selected the HANA DB, click on new entries. What is the connection name here? So GRC to HANA. This is my connection details. Okay, and connection type. What the connection type here? Connection type is a HANA DB. And even the source connector will be on similar. Logical port also there. Number of background workforces based on the just go for SMPF. You can check it. Just click on save it. So it's asking create new transport request. Yes, activating the EAM. Okay, so some transport request that is done. So even meanwhile, what happened? You have subsequent connector group is required. Connector group is not required for here. Why the connector group is not required? Because of we don't using, maybe if using the EAM configuration or and where like you're using from the ARM port, at that time you can use the connector. Otherwise, there is no use of connector group here from EAM conf especially. So select that. So you can creating a logical group for HANA. We're making a logical group of HANA. So previously we were discussing what is the difference between the logical group, cross system group, and all those things. Okay, save it and assign the group type is a new entries. Okay, so logical and assign the connector. What the connector is there here? Click on new entities. What the connection details? So it's saying all the details. My connection GRC to HANA. So a connector group is you can add the multiple connections also. GRC to RFC, even RFC to, we can take multiple connections. There is no option. What happened? Connector group is same. What's the mistake I'm doing? Okay, I'm saying NS connection type is SAP. Sorry. Okay, so assign the connectors. Okay, click on new entries, browse option, GRC to HANA, and you can take any number of connections. Just I'm example purpose. What is my example? This is my correct one. Okay, but example purpose connector group means I can add the multiple system, multiple RFC connections. Okay, multiple the same. See all connections and adding. Previously the error was I'm taking connection type wrong. That is done. For the next step here, the next step will be on the I want to integrate this into the my GRC system. So with the EM config selected and just click on browse option. So go for the SUPMG super user browsing management. You can select it, select the connector type, connection type. Okay, then you have to add the details. So what is the detail here? So this is all you done from previously, but only changing the connection type GRC to HANA. This is my connect. Just click on save it. Simple. So if you want to, when you do all, like if you're using the same concept from ARA point of view also, I can go for maintain the integrations, browse option. So ARA perspective, add this connection detail in the ARA. Select the connection scenario link, click on new entity. The RFC is there? No. The database connection is there? No. So you can add manually. The connection is most important when you're doing all kind of setup. That is also done. Next one, the logical path, nothing is required. Okay. And similar process, I want to integrate with the remaining also. For the remaining, BRM and ARM. So same process, go into the browsing, add scenario connection link. So this is the SY4 HANA also you can take. Now I'm taking HANA DB only, GRC to HANA. Next one. HANA DB. Click on new entities, add the connection detail, save it. That is also done. Okay, see how we know this, the connections are successfully done, but even some of the options are there. Go for access control also. See, you told that the maintain the option, sorry, yeah. So you can making this system is development system, quality system, you can assign here, select it, GRC to HANA and application type, HANA DB, environment, production, making a path ID, making it a password self-service also. Save it, save it. So you have to select it if you want to do any kind of policies. So click new entities, assign. This is the most important. Now I want to add the policy name. What is the policy name here? What a policy you create in the GRC and HANA Studio. So this is the policy GRC underscore R. I can add in the policy here. Give the value GRC underscore R. So this is the most important from the audit perspective because you want to get the tracing now. So that will be on that. Okay, so it's getting all the details one by one. Okay, that is done. And go back, save it and go back. Like we have to add the multiple, you can add the multiple. There is no, for example, Sri, I want to add the another policy. Again, click on new entries. There is no restriction for only one policy. Selected this, and again, any policy is enabled here. Yeah, HANA user policies there. I can add that also. Because of one is fine, but some of the guys have specification. I want to only role policy. I want to only user policy. I want then in HANA DB, what are the policy you created? Similarly, I can add here. See, now I'm adding here HANA. That is not for us. So this is from creating, changing, deleting, locking, unlocking, any kind of activity. HANA user policy. Okay, so I'm taking the same activity here also. HANA. Check the spelling, Mr. Spelling is very, very important. HANA. So HANA underscore user policy, not HANA user policy. HANA underscore policy. Save it. So like you have to add the multiple. Instead of you want to go for single, the best bet is you can go for all. All actions are perfectly all right. We want some of the guys are only user administration perspective only. So I don't want that. I can go for all. So that is done. Next one. So this is the most important. Remember, keep in mind to maintain the connection settings. So now we want to add the, so you're adding the connection with some, now I'm creating the, where is this logical group? So I had to specify the logical group with the sum of the action. Means this group I can using from ARA point of, sorry, not EM point of view, is ARA point of view. I told now, so in HANA database also you can perform the risk analysis and all kind of activities. Okay. Sorry, yeah. So select the, where is this our logical group? Yes, logical group, action 001. Okay, role BRM purpose. Okay, target connect, automatically it is getting. No need to specify because you're already in a common component setting you're added, na? So automatically is getting the target connected. So GRC to HANA. It's taking time. Yeah. So this is the one. So GRC to HANA. Save it. So assign the field mapping. Sorry, this is not required. Next one. So logical group, connection type 002. The connection was correct. Yeah. Okay, that is done. And one more thing here, see how you can connect in the backend in HANA because you can connect to web ID. That is also you want to add. I forgot that point. So how to add the your backend system? Okay, so that is a web ID. Okay, so here only. So go for GRC to HANA, assign the attribute to the connector. Okay, so here only you can add the connection detail or the connection detail, just attribute type. So how it is connecting with the web ID URL. But you want to know the URL is nothing but, so once again, I'm checking the URL. Yeah, already I have some connection details. I can checking that. Pressing the URL. Yes, this is the URL. So you have to cross checking. How to I'm cross checking? Go open any browser, check it. Because how is the firefighter guy is connecting to HANA DB? It is only for the web ID. Okay, so this is the URL. That URL also you can like when you're connecting GIS system and you log on to Firefighter, so just checking the this EM login SAP exercise web ID is working on it. That is also you want to add. That is I forgot previously. Yeah, just take the HANA GRC. Sorry, where is this? Yes, here is our connection. Web ID. Paste the value. Save. So this is also I forgot previously. This setting all the how to maintain. See this here. First of all, you want to add the policy name and web ID. Guys, just give me 1 minute. So I'll come back.
This conference will now be recorded.
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah. Now see here, the integration of framework will be from the GRC system. That is you done. So this is the one you do major configuration on the GRC system. So now all the connections are perfectly done. Now we can do it. These are all the configurations, just connections only done. You're not done any till now. You're not done any configurations. Okay. Now I'll go for all configurations also in the detailed point of view. Keep in mind these settings are the most important when you're doing a first time configuration. Even second time also, what are the connections that is also you want to cross it. Now I want to do firefighting. Okay. Now I can, so where you do firefighting? So you can log into the, okay, sorry, once again, here what happened.
This conference will now be recorded.
Sorry. Okay, now see here, yeah, I'm done the maintain the configurations, I'm done. So what I'll do here, just go for GRC HANA and you can add together all the data. Previously, don't touch anything. So here you want to add the policy along with your IDL. So before you want to add this URL, you can cross checking because of how the firefighter guy will be logged into your HANA DB through the URL. Just go further and check it. The connection is working perfectly, means you can connect directly with the GRC system or ECC system. Okay, into your HANA DB directly. Even HANA DB can connecting that. Okay, this is one you can cross. So how to add this connection detail here? The connection details you done by here only. Okay, that is done. The next one. Okay. So you done this. Now you want to do the firefighter configuration. So what the firefighter configuration you have to perform? So now you have to log on to the HANA DB. So you can creating one normal user ID. Okay, what a normal user you want to create it here. So even you can make a firefighter user directly this way. Okay, so now I best I can go for a HANA DB, right click on it. Okay, create. Before creating user, first of all, what we'll do, I want to create the role. What is the role I want to create it here? Just right click on it. What is the role you want to create it here? So you want to creating a Z underscore SAP underscore GRAC underscore SPM underscore FFID. This one is required. This is not available in your HANA DB, so you have to create manually. Okay, just click on create it And if you want assigning any privilegization, directly you can assign it. So now I want to provide the full authorization. System privilegization, assign all, even object privilegizations by default schema name is there. Click on execution. Then first of all, the role was created. Okay, now what we'll do, I want to create the user. It's reverse process. So I want to assign that to particular. So now I want to go for as a firefighter. So how is the naming convention? For example, I told now modular, like I say BW, or you can just mention as a HANA modular firefighter ready. The naming convention will be like this, and I can providing the set the password. Click on execution. That is done. Now what we'll do, I want to assign the role from him. What is the role I'm creating here? SAP underscore GRS underscore. So assignment is done. Then click on execution. That is done. So what is the next step here? So I'm creating a firefighter in the HANA database itself and assigning a some role and assigning a some privilegization. The steps also done. See the sequence. So that is done. What is the next requirement? Already connection is there. What will do? I want to sync this. What will I want to synchronization the data from here? How you can syncing again? Now I want to sync that user into the your GRC system. So see here. So I have to synchronization. Sync with the. So how to do synchronization? Go for SPRO. What kind of data do you do? Again, synchronization. So many synchronizations are there. So I can go for as a authorization. Okay, go for GRC and go for as a access controller. Okay, go for as a synchronization job repository, or you can go for SC30. You can run the report name. What is RFC connection name here? The RFC will be this is the one, GRC to HANA. Because if I click on execution, it's taking some time for synchronization. So it actually this is you can check the background mode for periodic. So the synchronization was done. So you can checking how many users are there. So what the next step here? I'm the first time now. So now I want to creating a firefighter owner, okay, firefighter controller, and a firefighter in the GRC system. After that, I want assigning this user into the my file. Okay, so log on to the GRC system. Go for transaction code SU01, creating a one just normally HANA firefighter controller. The GR system only can create this. Okay, so the naming convention will be like better understanding purpose. So GRC12 and HANA. So I'm creating the okay. So last name. So get the login data 1, 2, 3. Okay, so how to make this guy the firefighter controller? So special in the common special role star GRAC star. So you can assigning this. So super user controller role. Remaining previously what are the configuration same assigning some common roles also. So FN all, FN base, business user, display, and WBC. These are the common roles to assigning. Save it. Next one, creating a firefighter owner also. Create. That is also done. Last and final, one more firefighter user for login to the firefighting. Where is this? Yes, sorry, not this. Firefighter user, yes. Save it. That is done. Then the user son. Now what we'll do? See, when you create it here, it is available in NWBC also. No. So you want to creating the owner control again into the NWBC. Password. Go for setup, access control bonus, create, and what is the how? Capital letter maximum, you can use the capital letter. So this is the controller. No? So you have to assign the role. So where is the role? Firefighter. Just give us some comment. HANA GRC controller. Okay, again, creating a owner also. So firefighter ID, role owner all there. Don't forget. So you have to go for user based only right now. Okay, that is done. Well, next one here. So I want assigning either my firefighter ID to my firefighter owner. Just click on assignment. So enter the firefighter owner. So add it. Now what is firefighter? Now where is that the user is available? The user is available into your what is the username? I forgot that username. Once again, I'm checking. What the file? Hana M underscore A. Han M star. Click on go. So many are there. So this is one. Hana M. GS to Hana. Yes, GS to Hana. GS to Hana. Check the connection detail. This is the one is there. And where is this one? The user is not synchronization. One second. Mean the synchronization is not successfully done. So just click on close it. So once you go there, SPR, do one more time. RS is taking some time to ping the data from back into here. Access controller synchronization. Previously, take the connection was GRC to HANA. Let's do the synchronization. the user is not getting means you can just checking whether the synchronization is affected or not. Again, come back to here, go for NWBC, just reload this. Okay, give me just 1 second here.
This conference will now be recorded.
Now see here, I want assigning array, owners to my array. Just go for a owners. Oh, already this is assigning. Just now I see this is assign was done to the firefighter to my firefighter. Next one, assign the controls. Go for controls. So assign HANA FFC. Okay, add it. Add the firefighter ID. Okay, and what's the system names? So I'm taking a GRS2 HANA. Okay, and notification. By default, right now I don't have any email, so I'm taking the logs. The next step, assign the firefighter user to firefighter. Just click on assignment. Take the firefighter ID, HANA FFU, firefighter user. Yes, and click on add the firefighter ID. System details. GRS2 HANA. Okay, owner details. Firefighter owner. Just click on save it. Click on close it. And the final step is reason code. Go for reason code. This is for tracing purpose. So how many times is login? So that will be taken by the. So I'm taking some instance number. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just like it for activated, and just here you can mention it there. Login testing purpose for do the additional activities purpose. So give the system detail, GRC2 HANA DB, what is the RFC connection we given, select it, just click on save it. That is. So these are the overall configuration. Now the final step. So now I have to log on to the GRC. Which user ID here? HANA firefighter user, not firefighter ID. So I have to log on to the firefighter user, and first time when you log in, so you have to give the initial password. So now I'm giving the dialog user. In real time you can take in service user. Okay, third. Now what I will do is type the transaction code GRAC underscore. Now it's showing this is the firefighter ID. Which one is there? Just click on login. Okay, when you go for login code, you have to enter the reason code. Okay, so testing purpose, and you can enter the additional activity. So HANA DB level, I want to do user creation, rule creation. Okay, click on connected. So once it's connecting, it's getting some issue again. So once it is connecting, how is connected? It's connecting to your web ID. I told you it's a web ID. So web ID, you have to log in and do the all firefighting activities. Okay, so again we'll be do one by time this one. Okay, so these are the overall configuration of your firefighter to login procedure.